Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's shoot was so much fun. We got to shoot in this diner that I grew up going to, and Sam, who produced this, grew up going to. He's in the red shirt. They're playing Jake. Race to the left is playing Tom for this comedy short film, American Dreamers. We shot inside a diner, and it was really awesome. And it got a good amount of attention, so much attention that we actually made it on the front page of our local newspaper. And that was a pretty fun story. So today I'm going to talk about what happened in this shoot, how we made this happen, and how we got on the news. So shooting in this diner, this is a place we grew up in. This place actually, after COVID, no longer did in-person dining. They only did takeout. Sam, who is the absolute just best person to go to when you need something done. I was like, Sam, do you think we could go on the front? Do you think we could get on the Herald Palladium? He's like, I'm going to call him. I'm going to see if they'd be interested in this story. And Sam worked his magic, and then they showed up on the day, and later we were out on the newspaper, and after that actually led to us doing a live news coverage of this movie, which I'm going to talk about in a different vlog that's going to be its own separate video. But yeah, Bert's Breakfast Corner is phenomenal food. If you live in the area, please go get their takeout. It's so amazing. They were so nice. We offered to pay. We're like, hey, we want to pay for this. We want to pay for our food. They gave us the food. They gave us these awesome shirts, the Bert's shirts, and that rhymes. But they gave us these shirts, and they're like, you don't need to pay us. And we're like, no. So we left them an envelope with money and a thank you, because seriously, you should do those. Those small little things like that go a long way. And because they were so awesome, they made all this wonderful food. In a diner scene is just classic filmmaking. Like when you think film, diner scenes gotta be up there. At least for me, they are. This was shot on a Canon R6 Mark II, like we always use, with Sony UDP mics, and we used one LED light. I did not use the lighting accurately here. Going back, there's a lot of things. This is actually filmed a year ago, so it didn't just happen, even though that's how I'm talking. Oh my gosh, look how good the food looks. Something in film I'm learning is having food in your movies is so important because it's just so appetizing. That is the photographer for the Herald Palladium. He was super cool guy. Made it super easy, and it just gave a lot of credibility to Sukavision. Now, the shirts do say Suka and Suka Productions. This was before the rebrand happened, if you're wondering that. Sukavision is the film company that made this, aka my company, that makes stuff. So, if you're wondering, the new shirts are available on the website too. So, if you want to get one of those, feel free to do so. But yeah, this was really cool. Basically, these two characters they're just friends talking in a diner and getting to do it somewhere in your hometown. And hopefully we brought them a good amount of attention. I don't want to act like we are so high and mighty, but at this point, Sukavision is growing. And at this point, we did have a pretty sizable following that this film did get a good amount of traction, especially from the other being on live TV. Along with just posting on Instagram and clips, that Bert's is getting somewhat of attention, and I'd like to hope that they got a good amount of increased sales. Someone did turn us down. The two other places turned us down for diners. So Sam's magic basically means persistence. I believe that anyone who's skilled at something is just because they've persisted at. Obviously, Sam has incredible talent, and anyone that succeeds has incredible talent, but being persistent is key. The two other places said no. Well, we don't want to deal with that, and I hate to say it, but I don't think it just shows that they weren't seeing this as an opportunity. All this would do is help them here. Unless we were literally being like, we hate Bert's, which we don't. We're saying this is awesome food. We're showing off their awesome food. So if anything, we're doing a free publicity stunt for you. And this is about the morning of, when it posts 21 comments, 26 shares, 382 likes on their official page, with a ton of comments. A lot of people are actually like, how did they get in there? The thing is, if you want to get in Bert's, I guess you just have to make a movie. So yeah, here's the newspaper. You can check out sukavision.com/American Dreamers. Go to the website. You can find everything's very easy on the site, but you can find the Herald Palladium article that we did. You can find all the other behind the scenes, the actual news report, but I'm going to do other vlogs on this, and you can actually see the movie and see the scene that this is in. I know this is really more talking about the newspaper experience and getting to be in the diner, but that's what it was about. and it was really fun to just be there, to work with the scene. Now, how I actually shot the scene is I did a good amount of coverage, and I ran into some issues, however, continuity errors that I learned of like, oh, you take a sip of the orange juice, but in the next scene it's filled up all the way, or you take a bite of the waffle, but then the waffle's full. Little continuity errors, just that little things I'm like, okay, got to be a little more attentive here, got to be focused on those things. And I'm someone that after this I learned that I don't like to shoot coverage. I believe that each frame has an importance to how they see it, and I don't believe deciding in the edit. I get it if it's a big action scene, you shoot multiple cameras and you need that, or something like a montage. But for an actual film, I believe the director should be so certain on that shot, whether it's from a shot list or creating or whatever you're doing, that it has an emotional tie, that if it's a close-up, if it's a wide, that has importance, that has an effect on the viewer. So knowing what choice is made there, and not just saying, let's just shoot a bunch and I'll decide later. Because that is allowing me as the editor for this too, and I do edit my own stuff. But it's that mindset of, I'll fix it in post. I hate that mindset. Do it on the day, and you'll make your life much easier. And you'll also you'll be a better director. I believe that. If you're not shooting which I get, there is time and place for coverage, and I do, but my style, and while I like having complete control over my creative projects, and that's just how I like to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a really fun experience. Again, check out the movie and everything it was about below if you want to see more stuff. But if you don't, it's whatever. Have a great day.